because people will ask you what you do for a living as a way to know what type of respect that they should show you. What's going on, people? It's your boy Leon Maz. We're about to get into this one, yeah? So the topic of today is more men are being job shamed for what they do for a living. I wanted to touch on this subject because I've noticed the more women that are excelling in their respective careers and education, more men are being left behind and are feeling the pressures of the modern day society and also social media, with more people showcasing their jobs online, taking pictures in boardroom meetings, or speaking at huge conferences regarding to their work. Men are finding it difficult, and frankly are finding it also, they find it embarrassing to let people know what they do for a living. The fact that they're finding it so hard, it's now affecting men's dating life, because more and more men are afraid to expose their job or what they do for a living, because it turns out to be a turnoff for women. Because back in the days, it never mattered on how you provided for your family. As long as it was legit, it was all okay, because people was never shamed for what they did for a living. Now, fast forward today, you have blue collar workers not being good enough for the modern day woman, and to the point where it will not even matter even if they are making more money, because at the end of the day, it's more about the title that holds weight. Because at the end of the day, women want to date white collar guys. Now, how I see this is, as a man, you should not be ashamed of what you're doing for a living, yeah? Especially if it's short term and you have a bigger goal to reach. And this is just a way for you to make ends meet until you've reached where you want to go. People just need to be focused, have that tunnel vision, block out the noise from everybody else. And for the most part, I understand, like, you might be in a job, you might sometimes, people are always going to ask you what you do for a living. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, sometimes you can always kind of flip it and just use an alternative fancy word to describe your job. For example, say you're a garbage collector. Instead of saying you're a garbage collector, you can say, oh, I work as a concierge for a recycling company. I sometimes do logistics for a waste management company. You know, you can always flip it like that, just try to make it sound more fancy. Do you know what I'm saying? Because people will ask you what you do for a living as a way to know what type of respect that they should show you. Remember this, it's not how much you earn, it's about how much you save and invest. Because, for example, I know a cleaner that worked as a cleaner for 10 years in the UK and now owns 4 properties in Africa and is still working as a cleaner today, and is about to build her 5th property, and she's renting it out and damn near making the same amount of money from her including her cleaning job as the CEO of the company that's in that building. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. But she's financially on the same level as one of the CEOs in the building, but people are always going to show that CEO more respect than they're going to show that woman. Do you know what I mean? So it's crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I keep saying, it's always all about the title. Nobody really cares about the money. It's crazy nowadays, right? I mean, let's take Uber drivers, for example. Just in the UK alone, I know a lot of Uber drivers that make up to 5,000 British sterling, right, a month. who have also made some great investments. But people will look down on this because it's all about the title. We should always strive for higher, but also we shouldn't let the pressures of society and others get to us, because at the end of the day, there is no time frame for success. You just gotta block out the noise from everyone and focus, because let me tell you something, people cannot wait to tell everybody that your job sucks. It's almost like it's gonna be literally whispers everywhere. But the moment you make it, you're not gonna have that same energy. Do you know what I mean? It's sad. It's a sad thing that we live in, you know what I mean? But here's what it is. Better yet, here's a fun fact. The lead character that played in the film called Them used to be a bus driver, but a lot of people made fun of him because he was an underground rapper in the UK before he blew up to make it in Hollywood. But now he's got the last laugh, because he laughed his way all the way to Hollywood. I mean, also we've just seen what's happened to Jeffrey Owens being job shamed for working in a supermarket. But now look at him, he was just in the latest series of Power, back on his feet. So yeah, so there you have it. So, you know, society has changed now. The more women are excelling, men are getting left behind. It's getting more difficult for people to be honest with what they do for a living, especially when it comes to dating. But you gotta keep striving, you gotta keep thinking about that end goal. And yeah, and just don't give a damn what people say, man. As long as you know the end goal, nobody can't stop you. Do you know what I mean? Just always have an exit plan. That's what I say. And if you do like your job and you don't want to do it, then so be it, bro. If you're getting peace of mind from your job, then so be it, man. Do you know what I mean? Not everybody's cut out to be a CEO of a company or a managing director. Do you know what I mean? I mean, someone's got to do the hard jobs. You know what I mean? Someone has to do the hard jobs. Someone's got to do the laboring jobs. Someone's got to put that ceiling up. Do you know what I mean? So not everybody can be entrepreneurs. Not everybody can be a CEO. So at the end of the day, sometimes you just got to own your ish, man. Own your ish. And it is what it is. And when it comes to dating, I mean, you know, there are women out there that are not fixated on job titles. Do you know what I mean? So there's always a balance. There's always a balance. Do you know what I mean? So anyways, that's me done. Check me out on my next video. Like, share, subscribe. If you agree or disagree, leave a comment. And that's me. Salute.